Hi, Valentina. How are you?
Hello, Luke. I'm good. Thank you.
I appreciate you making some time for us, Valentina. I don't know if you had a chance. Did you hear what Nicco said on our show?
Not much, no.
Well, there's a few things I want to get to with that. I just wanted to ask if you had heard, but let's backtrack a bit. How are you feeling? You are, I believe, the first fighter in UFC history that within 24 hours of a title fight, you have twice had an opponent fall out. How are you feeling?
For now, feeling much better. Yeah, it was very frustrating for me to hear this notice on Friday morning. But now I'm very focused on my next step, and I just can't wait when UFC will come back with a new name, new opponent for me, so I can start my preparation again for this fight for the title.
How did you find out that Nicco was not going to be able to weigh in?
So in the morning, I had the last part of my weight cut. I had 1 pound to lose, and I did morning training. I sweat a little bit, and before I was ready to go for official weighing. My manager Roger, he came to our room and said this news. So he said that looks like it will be canceled, and I was like, no way, it's happening again.
How frustrated were you?
Of course, it's totally not what I wanted. I wanted to fight. I wanted to finally to have this belt in my hands and just perform to show everything from me that I was prepared for, to show my skills, to show my techniques, to show everything. And first that I had in my mind, it was like replacement. We have to find any replacement, or is it like 100%? And I was for the evening of the same day of Friday. I was not totally relaxed that it's done. I was hoping that it's still there is a still possibility to find any replacement for make the fight happen.
Now, did the UFC offer any names as potential replacements?
I know that they was contacting with top five athletes from my weight class, flyweight, and unfortunately, it was not enough time to make them wait for this fight. So I know that they was trying to do everything their best to make it happen anyway.
I don't know if you heard Jessica Andrade, who fought in the co-main event. She said that she would have been willing to take the fight at any point. Did you hear about this?
Already after when the things was a little bit more calm, I heard something that it was one of the possibilities, but I heard as well that she was one of the first one who checked in with commission, and that's why they didn't allow because she was too light for this fight.
Oh, all right, 'cause she's a natural straw weight. This, of course, would have been a flyweight title fight. All right, I am told that the UFC gave you at least some money. Is that true?
Yes, my manager there was speaking there, contacting with UFC, so I never was worried about this part because I know exactly UFC taking care of all their athletes, and this is part that I'm not worried at all.
Did they pay you your full purse? Like, if you had won, did you make the same amount as if you would have won?
I'm sorry, can you repeat, please?
In other words, in terms of how much they paid you, was it the same amount as if, let's say, you had fought and won?
This question, like, I didn't follow up with this one, so I know that um, they will cover everything, so I didn't follow up with like, okay, make the payment right now. This is not what I'm worried about. I know that if they are saying their words, they will uh, m- continue with their words and do everything what they are saying. So I'm more like worried, not worried, but I'm more excited and more waiting for the name. This is for me more important, the name.
Yeah, let's talk
For
about the
my
name.
opponent.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's talk about the name. What card are you looking to get on first? Do you think you could get UFC 230?
Uh, for me, sooner is better. Like I'm a fighter. My initial purpose is to fight. Of course, everything is important to like answer the media, to speak, like build, create, like everything that we are doing before the fight. But what is our initial purpose? It's a fight, and of course, I want to fight sooner. I'm ready right now. I in good shape, so I prepared. I'm still motivated. I didn't lose nothing that I had like a few days before. So this is what I know that you see now. In these days, maybe hopefully this week they will come back with some maybe exact dates and maybe with some names, exact names. So I just wait, and I know that they want to do it before the end of the year, but maybe I don't know November. For me, it will be good like right tomorrow. But let's wait for what they have on their minds.
A lot of people have said, "Oh, what a great opportunity to get you in an MMA context," because I know you guys have fought in Muay Thai, and I'm sure you've heard this from other interviewers about fighting Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Now, I'm going to guess that your answer to a potential fight with her is a very strong yes.
Yes, why not? Because my response every time it was, and now it's the same. We have our history with Joanna already in MMA, and now we have opportunity to start to create our history in MMA, mixed martial arts, under UFC rules. Why not?
Do you know if the UFC is interested in that?
I don't know yet because I still didn't speak with them about names. I don't know nothing yet about opponent. But for me, doesn't matter who. I'm ready for anyone, and I really want to fight with a fighter, with opponent who wants to fight, who will be able to complete and do everything professional. And I would be very happy to have more professionals to face me. Yes,
So
because in this case, I won't be worried about having these problems to having someone pull out in the last minute.
So you mentioned that you were supposed to fight, of course, Nicco Montaño. We spoke to her earlier, but as you may have seen, I think on Saturday night, Sunday morning, she put out a statement on Instagram. I want to read just a part of it. Quote, this is her talking. Quote, this was the only time I signed a contract. So the statements that this egomaniac, she says you, has said are completely false and nowhere near the truth. Her idea of reality is so far-fetched. So the fact that she trained for me 3 times must mean a couple of things. Number 1, she's obsessed with me. And 2, she has too much time on her hands. Not only has she been disrespectful and jealous of my efforts and accomplishments and also blocking me on Instagram during her first fight, but the fact that she takes pride in kicking a person while they're going through surgery and having their kidney shut down demonstrates what a martial artist should not be. Your response to that, please.
Oh, it's make me laugh so hard. So it's the most funny post I ever heard in all my life. So now she has all the time to speak. So now she can post everything that she wants, everything that she wants to create, like to invent everything. But her action showing the same. She had enough time to prepare for the fight. She was only one who was responsible for weight cut is number one. It was she. She know her body. She knows that is it like how it's react, and she had to be able to make it earlier to start her weight cut, not coming for the fight week like 20 pounds over. It's crazy one. Even for the boys, they're cutting much more than girls. It's crazy to come like 20 pounds over for the fight week. You have to start your diet earlier. Be professional. You have to be responsible about what you have in your hands. But this is like total irresponsibility, a total unprofessional things from her. And now like complain about everything, making fault, saying that everybody has fault, that she now like she get what she deserved, and actually in fact, and now complain is about everything. But how I say, what's the first purpose of the fighter? Why she was signing for UFC? To fight, to make fight happen, to make responsible, to be healthy for the fight, to do her main job. Did she did it? No. Did she do her main job? Did she fought? Did she fight with me? No, she didn't do it. So what was she now talking about? She now can speak whatever. She can have all her like health issues to fix, and she will have all time in the world to fix it. And I don't know how much time she has to have like to come back and feel her comfortable to walk in the lighter weight. I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and she was hoping to hold the belt all this time. No, things not happen like this in this world. This is high league sport. If you are not able to hold this responsibility and hold this pressure, you have to step out and make to do the job that fighter has to do for the people who are like ready to do it, who are ready to fight and want to fight. This is only one answer, but action is action. Speaking is speaking. When you are speaking good, it's okay. But your action, you have to follow. Follow your words if you want to show that you are a real fighter.
She has said that the reason she accepted the fight in September was because she more or less felt that if she didn't take it in September, that they might have taken her title away, and she wanted it in October or November, and that's why she couldn't make weight properly. Do you accept that as a reasonable explanation?
Of course not. Of course not, because when we just started to speak about possible fights, first that came from their like training camp from her team that she maybe will be ready for the fight in May, early June. Then UFC sent me contract for July 28th, and I signed my part, and we was waiting when she will sign it. And she is the first one who started to speak about July 7th, having this like contract for July 28th. She started to speak about fighting in International Fight Week. So, and she is who the one like offer this September date. And I said, okay, September, you want September? Let's do September. I can wait. I was waiting for so many months. I can wait 1 month more. So this is things how it was really happened. Now she can invent whatever she wants. And she will do it because she don't have nothing to do now. She don't have a fight. She don't have to fight me. She don't have to face me in the octagon. Now she will speak much more than she did.
Lastly, let's say you win the title in your next fight, which I think is probably likely. And let's say Nicco works her way up as a contender next year or something like that. Would you be willing to face her at some point down the line if she ends up being the #1 contender, or do you not trust her to make it to fight date?
She will have to deserve the right to fight for the title now. She has to fight. She has to prove that she's come back and she's like really deserve it. And she has to prove it. She has to face the real big names. She has to face this like she has to test herself now because she get UFC belt very soon, and two, it was very easy for her. She was receiving like, and she just cannot appreciate it enough. That's why she was so irresponsible about her weight cut. Maybe this is the fact that why she's acting like she's acting. But of course, in the future, doesn't matter what fight, she will have to prove that she is a fighter and she is not just a speaker.
Hmm. Well, I am sorry that this has happened to you not once but twice, but you seem like you're in good spirits. I hope that they are able to find an opponent and a card for you very soon, because I know that everyone wanted to see that fight, and they want to see you get an opportunity to fight for that title. Valentina, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you fight this year.
Thank you very much, and I want to say for all fans who are supporting me, who are wanted to see me fight, who was coming for this fight, and I know a lot of people they were coming because I received and I took pictures after the fight, and everybody was saying like we was hoping to watch this fight happen. So I just want to say him thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. So doesn't matter that things didn't happen our way this time, but I'm very focused and I in very good shape and a very good mood for the next fight. And I hope we will have some good news for you guys. And next fight, and it will be with real person who wants to fight, and we will finally fight and make this fight very excited, very beautiful, very like expected, and we will show who we are, and I will show that I will show what I have to show, everything that I know from martial arts, and finally the good fight and the good spirit.
We are looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time, Valentina. Take care.
Thank you very much. Have a good day too. Bye.